Dikshita, what did you cover so far today?
I did the MTPs that you had asked me to do. So it was April 2023 and March 2023, I still have September 2023 to do, and I did both the MTPs of 2024.
So 4 MTPs you have covered reasonably well.
Yeah.
So that would be 20 plus questions. Okay. Then
Along with that, I was filling the gaps by looking into the
a
chapters.
particular question you're parallelly
Yeah.
fixing the gap. So
Yeah.
that way, most of the chapters in module 1 and module 2 are done reasonably done.
Yeah, that way.
What are you doing now?
I'm solving the RDP.
Okay. So overall, did you feel that the syllabus is reasonably covered?
Yeah.
So what else do you think is left out?
There's still that element of,
Yeah, the sense of completion will never come. Even after you get your CA final certificate, there will be still some syllabus left out.
yeah.
Now the focus is when you do MTPs, when you look into the question, do you have enough knowledge to present the answer? That exactly is the metric. You don't need to know anything beyond it.
Right.
Because if you are checking the textbook, if you're looking at textbook and then see and then
Yeah.
compare what is done or not done, it's never going to get completed. But your evaluation should be from the Q&A format. And a basic question, if something is asked, you should be able to, let's say, attempt 50-60% of it. That's how the metric works. So tomorrow, based on this, can you attempt at least 90 marks in the paper?
Yeah,
You-
I'm confident.
That is exactly what you have to focus. Now, when you do that, 90 to 100 marks, that is sorted. The next thing is relevance part. When I say relevance, there are a lot of, we can answer a question in multiple ways. Did you get a chance to check the exam comments?
Yeah.
So what were the mistakes which they pointed out?
For law, actually, I didn't check the examiner comments. But then one thing I saw in the MPPs in the presentation of answers. So when you're reading the textbook, there's too much information, but to write it to the point and the way you present it, what they take, I analyzed that in the MTPs.
Yeah. So this is for all CA inter students who are slightly worried that something else is left out even after doing good amount of preparation. I spoke to a lot of other students also who messaged me after watching our videos. You need to understand what is the crux of the exam and are you reasonably prepared for that. So let's do a direct conversation with Deepika regarding this. So this is the syllabus. Okay?
Yes.
So we have 3 major components. Companies Act, let's say minimum 50 marks. LLP 10 marks. Other laws 30 marks. This is the base.
Yeah.
50, 10, 30. Now LLP started yesterday, Teja was also there. LLP are confident of scoring 5 to 6 marks.
Yes.
So LLP for around 10 marks, she is reasonably confident of scoring 5 to 6 easily. Okay. LLP could be asked for more also, but then let's see.
Yeah.
Okay.
MCQs and
Yeah. So this is sorted. Now other laws, it's for 30 marks. It's for sure, like it's official institute grade. Now out of 30, can you score 12 to 15? 12 marks?
Yeah.
12 marks? Sorted?
Yeah.
So 12 here, 5 to 6 here, 17 to 20 on the cards. Whatever format it is.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at it, out of 40, you're in a position to score 17 to 20. Although your answer sheets depicted more, but I'm still looking at the worst case scenario. None. Now, in this section, Companies Act, it's broken down into 3 sections here. Now, we're talking about the institute weightage. Now, this is the official institute weightage. So, in this, there are 3 components. Are you comfortable with the first 4 chapters? Preliminary, incorporation, prospectus, share capital.
Not as confident as the other
This-
two
Okay,
brackets.
so here, let's say if you look at it, for 15 marks, can you score 4 or 5? 30%.
Yeah.
Done? So total score is around 25. Now here, acceptance of deposits, registration of charges, management administration. Now, out of 15 marks, how much you can score?
Around 8.
8. So total is a 33, 34 already. And this one, this comes at higher weightage. This
Yeah,
comes at
it's
20 plus
like
marks.
around 12 to 15.
Okay, so if you total everything, you're already crossing 48. Easy.
Yeah.
And the best advantage you have is your answer presentation. Now these are answer sheets, which is the one that you have written.
With MTP too, so yeah, this
Yeah,
one's.
this one. MTP will be if you can present your answers like this, it always gives an advantage. Much before we talk about the content and rest of the aspects. So when you have it this presentation style, things are clearly visible and legible. That gives you an extra edge to present what you have at an overall level. Generally, writing is not the criteria. Just because somebody has good writing, it does not automatically lead to good marks. But when you have good content, it definitely adds a added advantage. So that way, I see that if you can keep your calm and understand the question properly, both in terms of relevance and completeness, you should not miss anything, and you'll be able to clearly understand what is being asked instead of beating around the bush. To do that, 52, 53 is easily possible. So in the worst case scenario, you should come out with at least 45 to 48. So that you're confident. So when you're already confident, don't be stressful for just for the sake of it. Choose less. There are people, the students who have genuine reasons to be stressful where nothing is done. That's different. When you have the added advantage of being peaceful, you lose valuable marks because you're not thinking clearly. It's very easy to be stressful because you're not doing any mental work. Let's say stress is already created. If you're not doing anything about it, it's just there. But if you put in some cognitive work, why should you be stressed? Because you have more reasons to clear or not clear. If you look at the work done so far, when you have more reasons to clear, why are you just getting used to the regular line of thinking for the sake of it? That is something which you have to think through. If you could look at the paper, and now that you have solved 4 to 5 papers today itself, you have an understanding of what could be asked, and most importantly, you look at the solutions also. Now, all these papers, when you process these question papers completely, you have a clear understanding of what is being asked. Because this is all processed information. So once it is processed, it's there in your mind. So you trust your instincts that you already know. It's already there in your mind. So that way, you will be in definite advantage. So today, you can probably conclude Companies Act entirely. And tomorrow, early in the morning, between 6 o'clock or 9 o'clock, you can go through these 3 acts. Module 3, 1 hour, 1 hour, 1 hour. Done.
Yes.
And then we have an MCQ booklet, which I talked about today. So you can just quickly quickly go through it in 90 minutes maybe. So that will revise all the topics in a very precise and specific manner. Some of the pointers you can get it down. So if you do this, while you are going into the examination approach same. So 145 2 will pick up 1 or 2 questions. The first 2 questions, if you write it properly, they're almost done. And then add with the third question, even if you can score 6, 7 marks, plus MCQs. MCQs, I think you're already scoring 18, 20 recently. So when someone is scoring 18 to 20, it's almost impossible to fail in the paper. Because already out of 30, if you're getting 20, out of 70, cannot get another 20, whatever you get. So that way, I believe you have reasons to be a bit peaceful and focus on the question. Because the better you understand the question, the better you can actually write the answer.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what's the target?
Tomorrow, do the other laws.
Score number.
Oh, can I be greedy and exemption?
Okay.
See.
Okay.
Because, like you said, maybe if I'm with a calm mind and I process the questions properly, I'll be able to deliver well rather than being in,
To get 60, your current state of mind is not conducive. You have to be far more peaceful or less stressful. If you're stressful, it's only 50. So figure out a way to remove the remaining thing, focused, peaceful, is a chance. Especially because of the presentation. Now for someone else it's hard to get an exemption in either law or right. You have the advantage, but one thing you cannot go wrong is the question processing. You should get it exact, the bullseye thing. For that, before you go into the exam, look into the solutions. Like, just flip through the solutions, all the solutions. If you flip through the solutions, that itself will automatically fine tune your answers while you're writing. So that is exactly what. Okay, will you do that? Okay. So those who are watching this, if you can relate, the objective of this releasing this right now is to make sure you go ahead with a sense of calmness, and after tomorrow's exam, you have a mini summer break. So anything can be done during that time. So push yourself and reasonably attempt the whole paper, and I wish you all the best.
All the best to all of you guys. Like Sir said, maybe you just go with a calm mind and give our best. We'll be able to give our best.
Perfect. So let's see whether Dikshita touches her exemption or not.
Yeah.